welcome. Thank you very much for taking time to come to this press conference. I was just remarking to my colleagues that this is supposed to be a period of celebration. It is hardly a week ago that we had the matric results, and here we are this morning sharing with you very sad news. As you're aware, we have opened the university's gates for late applications, and the reason why we do that is because the University of Johannesburg has a philosophy that we're an open university and that we will do everything possible to provide windows of opportunity, especially for young men and women who have done exceptionally well in their school leaving exams or national senior certificate, but who for some reason or another have not applied or found the time to apply for access to the university. Now, of course, it's not something that we want to encourage. As a matter of fact, this year or shall I say at the end of last year, we had 85,000 applications for about 12,000 first-year places to the university. Now, the important thing about that information is that it was up from the previous year of about 67,000. So we had 18,000 more applications at the end of last year than we had the previous year. And so somehow or another, as a Vice-Chancellor, I believed that because we had 17,000 more applications, we would not have the kind of demand that we experienced again. Nonetheless, we made all of the preparations, and you are free to inspect all of the preparations that we have put in place. We spent the last 12 months, after the last pressure that we experienced for admission to the university last year this time, so we spent the last 12 months making all of the preparations that we could to the very best of our ability, and we want to invite you to have a look at those arrangements. Even last night, after receiving 5,000 applications, so 5,000 students came through the gates yesterday, that we reviewed the applications. As a matter of interest, again, they will know within 48 hours of us having processed the application whether they've been accepted conditionally or not. And so we've made considerable preparations. As I said, even last night, we made additional arrangements. And when we opened the gates this morning, we had this unfortunate, this very sad situation where there was simply an unbearable crush on the front entrance or the front gate, and I will ask in a moment my colleague Rulof Hicho to give some more detail about what happened. But the outcome of that was that we had one parent who was also in the queues crushed, and she passed away. There are also two other persons who are critically injured. One at Garden City Clinic and one at Mill Park. And we obviously we also fear for their lives. Rulof, do you want to assist?
This morning at about 7:30, we noticed a crowd outside the main entrance to the university. We deployed security personnel outside the gate to try and organize the crowd. As soon as we opened the gate, the people at the back started pushing forward, and they just went on crushing the people against the gate. We at that stage had no option but to open the big gate to the university to let them mass in. Unfortunately, at that stage, it was too late for the three people that was trampled underneath. the mass that entered the campus at that stage?
So once we were able to get control back of the situation with the assistance of the Metro Police as well as the South African Police Services, we had let in an additional 6,000 students onto the campus. So this morning then and this afternoon we hope to review their applications. And we are giving serious consideration to in fact closing late applications at this stage. We obviously in consultations with the South African Police Service as well as with the Metro Police Service, because I'm certainly aware that we have close to 4,000 students outside, or at least 4,000 young men and women and their parents outside our gates also seeking admission or seeking to put in a late application. And clearly we would want to manage that situation as sensitively as we can. Clearly just making an announcement at the gate could cause its own difficulties. I guess and I'll ask Prof. Mari just to speak about the process itself, but I just wanted to also say that one of the questions that we are asked is, why does the University of Johannesburg open its gates for late applications? And the reason for that is because in the first instance the university is the only comprehensive university here in Gauteng. So we offer diploma and degree programs. And so from that point of view, it is important for us to open the door as much as we can, or the gates if you like, to the university.